guys, so in my last video about how I talked to you about how I broke my leg / ankle, one of the questions that you guys asked was how I dealt with the pain. And this is interesting because I think it's interesting that you asked that question because I had to deal with a lot of pain. Because something happened when I went into surgery to get my leg fixed, and it was one of those things that's like you hear about and you're like, oh, I can't believe that happened to you, that's terrible, and there's nothing you can do about it. So when I went into surgery to get my leg fixed, I actually had a previous accident before this a long time ago where I got hit by a car as a pedestrian, and we didn't know that I had nerve damage before until I had to go in and get surgery done with this, and it caused complications with the surgery. So the surgery that they were doing was they were going to put a plate and 7 screws into my leg, and what happened was the anesthesiologist came in. He was the best one at the hospital, and he was like, "Okay, we're gonna get you all prepped for surgery. We're gonna be putting in a block. You can't move during this time, or else it could cause permanent nerve damage." I was like, okay. And they had 2 areas in the leg, one on the top of my calf, not on top of my thigh, one on top of my thigh, and then one below it that was like right in the crevice of your knee. And so they were doing the one that was in the crevice of my knee, because the other one, it could cause permanent nerve damage, and they didn't want that. So they did that, and we went into surgery. Everything, I was asleep the whole time, and as soon as the surgery was over, I woke up and I was screaming. I had felt all the pain that had happened waking up. What had happened was the nerve block didn't work. And they don't, usually when you're at the hospital, they ask you the question, where is your pain range? Well, what happened was they didn't even ask me that, because I'd be screaming and in so much pain. I'm just crying, telling them, hey, I'm in so much pain, and it was just like I would faint. And they automatically know that when you faint, your pain level is at a 10. And so the anesthesiologist went to my mom, and he's like, okay, I've never seen this before on a person unless they're on drugs. And if you know me, I'm totally against drugs. I don't like them. They make me feel weird. I was just like, no way. And he was like, I don't understand why she's acting like this. She shouldn't be feeling this. And my mom was like, well, she was in an accident a couple years ago where she got hit by a car, and it was on the same leg that she had to have surgery, and the same area where you put the nerve block. And what happened was the nerve block was actually touching the nerve, but it wasn't activating the pain signal, so I was still feeling every single thing. And he said, and my mom was like, do you think that could be part of it? Do you think her getting hit by that car? And he's like, yeah, she can have permanent nerve damage because of that. And then so we found out that I had permanent nerve damage in my leg because of the previous accident, and it caused complications during the surgery. So what happened was they actually had to go in. They had to go on to my top of my thigh and put it in the area where it causes nerve damage for anyway, so they had to go in and put a block there, and then they pumped me full of 5, I don't know, morphine shots, and just to calm me down, because I would wake up, I'd start screaming because I was in so much pain, and then I'd faint from being in so much pain, and then they would just try to take care of it from there and see what was going on. And I almost felt like they overdosed me a little bit, because when I was getting home, I kept fainting in the car constantly passing out, and then like all I could do was sleep it off, and then I started shaking a lot because of the coming off of it. That's another thing why I don't like drugs, is because of that. And so the anesthesiologist, the whole time when I was coming out of the surgery and I was finally calming down, he wouldn't look me in the eye, because I feel like he felt bad because it didn't work like it was supposed to. But he would talk to my mom, but he wouldn't talk to me. And so the question is, how do I deal with that pain? So this was a hard thing for me to go through, and because I'm so against drugs and the effects it has on everything, the truth is that I would pray like crazy. I'm a religious person, and I would pray for comfort and for relief to be able to go through this and be able to handle it. And to me, it worked really well. It was exactly what I needed, and I feel like my Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ was there for me, going through everything that was happening, and I couldn't have done it any other way, and that's how I dealt with it. So yeah, yes, there was complications with the surgery. Yes, it caused me a lot more pain, but I feel like that's the way that I was able to get through it, was to rely on my Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I hope you like this video. If you have more questions about what has gone on with my leg or my life or something, please drop a comment in the comments below and I will answer you guys. Also, like this video and subscribe, and you will click the bell so that you'll get a notification as to when I upload a new video. So thank you guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.